I just released Rayforge 0.26, and in this video I will show you what is new. Sketcher. In Rayforge 0.26, the new sketcher was introduced. You will see the new button up here to add a new sketch, and there's also one to edit a sketch. So let's create a new sketch. This will open the sketch editor, Sketch Studio. And most actions here you can just start by right-clicking. This will bring up this menu. Let's add a circle or an arc or a line. Let's go with a line for now. And I want to create a rectangle. Let's make it a square. And the way to do that is first I create the geometry and then I assign constraints to it. For example, I can select these two lines and I can right click, and now I can make these two vertical. I can do the same thing with the other ones here to make them precisely horizontal, but I just press H to do that. And now they are horizontal. And I want to also make the rectangle symmetric around the center. First, let's give it a defined size, let's say 50 millimeters. And then since I want it to be a square, I make that 52. Could also use an equality constraint, that would also have worked, but this is fine. So then I select the center, and this is important. First, select the center point around which you want to make something symmetric, and then select the 2 points that should be symmetric. And then I press S for symmetry. Now the square is exactly in the center, and you see it turned green because nothing else can be changed here anymore. It is fully defined. Now next, there's also the concept of construction lines. So let's remove this symmetry for now, because I want to move this around. Let's say this is here, for example, and now I want to place something here in the center. I want to place a circle in the center. First I press G followed by C to create a circle. And then I press G followed by L to create a line from here to here. And then I do that again, GL. And now I have two lines. But these two lines here, I want to be not real geometry that show up in the final object. They should just be helper lines. To do that, I right click here and select construction. So now they are dashed, and now I can also select the point in this, and I press C to constrain this to this line. Then I select this point and the other line, press C again to constrain it there, and now the circle is fixed here in the middle. I should also give it a size, diameter 40 millimeters, sounds fine. Now I can move it around and it will stay there. When you are done, you can then click Finish, and then you will see the new object right here. And if you go to the preview, this is exactly what would be cut by your laser. You can also export these. For that you just go to Object, Export Sketch, which would only export the selected sketch. Of course, you can also import it. That works through the normal import mechanism. If you want to re-edit the sketch, you can just double-click it and make your changes here. You will also see here that the construction lines do not show up. Only the solid lines also show up here in this app. Installing Rayforge. As always, Rayforge is completely free and open source, so you can just head over to rayforge.org, click on Download Now, and without registration, you can just download or install for your platform. Be careful to follow the installation instructions. For some platforms, you have to execute some commands to give permissions. Yeah, but it's all explained on the homepage.